Well, hello everyone and welcome to VolksWorld Show 2024. This is Britain's biggest and best Volkswagen show, but you don't need me to tell you that.
But first, our friends at Lancaster Insurance are running monthly giveaways. You can win all sorts, from experience days to tools, restaurant vouchers and tech. So check the video description for full details and to enter.
It's the second day of VolksWorld 24 and Sunday is water-cooled day. So there's all the air-cooled beauties inside, but now outside, well, the sun is now shining, we welcome some of the later water-cooled VAG stuff to come along. And this stood out for me, a Mk1 Golf GTI. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a fan. This one, totally standard, it's on P-slot wheels, lovely white, and it is beautiful condition, absolutely immaculate. I want this on my driveway. But in a way, I also want this on my driveway. Also a Mk1 Golf, but it's clearly not standard. We've got a wide arch kit going on, some lovely deep dish wheels. Inside, it's got bucket seats, harnesses, flock dashboard, roll cage. It's got a lovely mono wiper conversion. Around the front, it's got some spotlights, it's been debumpered. It's clearly not standard and it's clearly used and abused. And this is what I love about the VW scene in general, particularly at this show. You get immaculately restored examples of original cars like this one, and then you get ones where people have just run riot with them, created their own cars with their own unique taste on it, whether it's to show it or to drive it. And these two cars perfectly show that one simple Golf GTI can do both. Now I wonder if I can buy both. You join us now at the Brasserie, the small room at the end of Sandown Park, for the Back to 89 section. Now 1989 was quite a significant time and era for the air-cooled Volkswagen scene. They were cheap, they were plentiful, you could get all kinds of parts for them to make them your own, and make them your own people did. Let's have a quick look around, starting with this square back. This one particularly significant, the Boxster wheels there might give you a little hint, because this one is Porsche powered. It's got a 911 GT2 engine in the back of it, and it's been modified to accommodate it. Massive brakes, custom exhaust system. The bodywork on this is as beautiful as any of the other cars here, but even details like the carbon fibre bumpers you might notice there. And in the back, it's been fully trimmed and carpeted to accommodate that Porsche engine. All the little details on this make this an absolute sight to behold. Not to mention, it's just a fantastic condition example of what is now a very, very rare car. And I would imagine with all that power, it's going to be a bit of a handful. Moving back, this Beetle. This, you might notice, doesn't have quite as much car there as most Beetles do. This has actually been built, this is the last one ever made by a company called Thump Thump, who are known for doing a lot of custom and quirky stuff with Beetles. They made stainless steel steering wheels like you'll see in this particular car, a few of the cars in here. And this one has got the Targa roof conversion. So the front half of the roof has been cut away, the pillars have been squared off, the roof's been squared off. But unlike a modern Boxster Spider, which just gives you a little tent to kind of stretch over the top, it's like a 911 Targa, has a proper roof panel that bolts in place, clips on, and then you are insulated from the elements. Throw in some split rim MP wheels on there, those lovely little pink graphics and a smooth boot lid with a custom kind of split V-shaped exhaust. This is a proper cool old school style Beetle. I love it. Moving around to this one, this Type 3 is known as Vader. It was built kind of with Star Wars as an inspiration. A lot of nice custom touches on this. We've got those Japanese style wheels on it. It's been smooth at the front, it's been debumpered front and rear. Very, very dark tints as you can see. The seats in it are out of an NSU R080, which if you know your history on those cars, you'll know that is technically within the Volkswagen family because NSU were bought out by Audi. In the back, it's got mini front seats. Loads of little details like that. This is a properly cool thing, and again, totally one-off and custom. Moving around here, we've got this lovely custom-built convertible Beetle with those nice, they might look like steel wheels, they're actually alloys, nice little touch, we like that. This Beetle around here has been done with kind of an OEM plus, almost meant to look a bit like a Porsche. So you'll notice the split rim wheels, which are colour matched to the body of the car, nice touch. Around the back, the exhaust tucks under, it gives you kind of a 180-degree donut that you can see. The bumpers have been body coloured, and then the brackets kind of cut down, so they're tucked in closer to the body, which is a really nice touch actually. And even the engine air kind of exhausting at the back of the car, rather than being the normal vents, it's been hole punched into it, and it's got the same stainless steel steering wheel that you'll see on the Thump Thump Targa car. Lovely, lovely touches. This one here is a convertible, but not from the factory. It started life as a hardtop Beetle, and it kind of rotted out, and it's currently got a fiberglass rear end on it, which converts it into kind of a shaved tail convertible. The colour is absolutely beautiful. I love that turquoise look to it, and you'll notice it's got a bit of an audio installed in the front as well. So some fantastic looks and styles on this particular car. It's been debunked bumpered, which you might notice is kind of a thing with these to either shave down or even remove the bumpers entirely. And every single one of these cars hasn't been built in the last few years. It might have been restored, but these were all built in period, late 80s, early 90s. It is a look that is adored in the Volkswagen scene. These very much on song at the moment, and each and every one of them is uber cool and stands out in its own wonderful way. There are a lot of different styles of modified cars here at VolksWorld. This Type 3 stands out for being totally unique. It's got an American lowrider style to it. I mean, right the way at the garage, you'll notice we've got white wall tyres, we've got spoked wheels, those are fantastic. Then there's the elephant in the room, the paintwork. It's gorgeous. It's all been done by hand. There's all these little details here with the flames down it. There's been fantastically cut between the colours. You can run your hand down that, there is no join line. It's beautiful. Not that I've run my hand down it. And then when you look on the roof, they've done the classic kind of net curtain paint effect from American lowriders, where you lay it over the top, you paint over it, and you get this floral look to it. There's glitter in the paint you can see under the lights here. The paint finish on this car is stunning. There are hundreds of hours in the bodywork alone. It looks absolutely beautiful. It's been nicely lowered, so it's got a nice stance to it as well. And then inside, it's got a fully retrimmed interior, sort of crushed velour, and the iconic American lowrider chain link steering wheel. It's not been uprated in performance. This is still a show car. It still drives like a Type 3, but this might be the nicest Type 3 I've ever seen. Love it. We love the Karmann Ghia here at Classics World. Italian style with German build quality and bulletproof mechanicals is a great combination. But thanks to the lead loading construction of the Karmann Ghia and the fact it is still a Beetle engine in there, they're not fast cars. But this one is. It's still an air-cooled flat 4 back there, but it's been bored out. 2.3 litres and forged internals, bigger carb, custom exhaust. This thing is making over twice the power of a standard Karmann Ghia. It is quick, but it can handle that power as well. It's got custom coilover suspension. It's been nicely lowered. You'll notice these beautiful 17-inch wheels that not only look the part, but they fit perfectly with the side profile of the car. It's a lovely stance on this car. It's been lowered. It's got modern 195 section tyres, so it grips and it can stop. Swiveling around to you now, you'll notice the front left wheel is off, and you can see the Porsche 996 911 brakes in there. Front and back, this thing can properly stop. In fact, given the weight difference, this thing probably stops better than the Porsche that the brakes came off. You'll also notice down the side those Porsche-style sidewinder stripes that say Karmann Ghia rather than saying Turbo or Carrera. I absolutely love those. In the engine bay, it's got gold heat wrap like a McLaren F1, and inside we've got a flock dashboard, a Porsche steering wheel, bucket seats, roll cage. This is about as close as you can get to a Porsche without putting a flat 6 in the back of it. I absolutely love this thing. I love a Karmann Ghia anyway. This one's beautifully finished, and it could well be my car of the show. There are an awful lot of Beetles here at VolksWorld, so you have to do a lot to stand out, and for me, this one really does. 1973 1303S, and for a lot of the cars here being show cars that are standard power, this one is a driver's car. The engine, forged internal, it's been bored out, it's got twin carbs on it. The suspension, fully adjustable modern Evo coilovers with adjustable top mounts, so you can get proper good camber for sharp handling. It's got modern BBS split wheels with 7.5-inch wide wheels and 195 section modern tyres, so it grips well. You'll notice the body has been fully restored. It's been painted in this fantastic kind of flat grey. It took 3 years to do, and there's all the little touches on this that really set it off. The bits of chrome that have now been carbon dipped. Inside we've got bucket seats, we've got harnesses, we've got a roll cage, a stripped out rear end, a custom subsystem setup, and these shorty door mirrors. It hasn't actually got a lot of intricacy to it like some of the cars here do. It's simple, it's effective, it's classy, and it's cool, and it's got yellow headlights, so it's a winner in my book. Next up is a lovely little Beetle with the original iconic Herbie graphics on it. No, not this one, this one. And unlike a lot of Beetles you see, this one hasn't been done up as a Herbie replica. This is one of the actual Herbies from the original 60s film. The stripes and the stickers might not be original, but they're exactly as they were. They made 6 Herbie Beetles for the original film for stunts and for in-car dialogue and so on. This one was for the high-speed stuff, and it's got a Porsche engine in the back of it. It's also got uprated Porsche suspension and better Coney shocks and uprated brakes and so on, so it can handle that power, and it is notoriously quite hard to drive. It's fast, it's frisky, and it was actually in the Herbie film. It's been restored a couple of times in its life, and this is a genuine movie star, and it looks a damn sight better, I would imagine, than a lot of the stars that were in that filming period. This isn't just a lookalike of an icon, it is an icon. The red brick area outside here at VolksWorld has got one of the most enthusiastic areas of the VW community, and it's the buses, the transporters, whether it's campers, pickups, or just plain buses. Each one of them has got its own unique stamp on it. This one here has got a red and black kind of patinaed thing going on. It's been lowered. I love that. Moving along here, there's this blue one, which is kind of a bit of patina going on. A lot of nice denim being used on the door cards, on the interior. I love that. That's a really nice example of upcycling. Very eco-friendly. Moving along here, this one, some wheels that I've never seen before on a transporter. sponsor. Little grills over the lights, I like those. Civvy spotlights for a bit of a rally look. This is just clean and tidy, very cool. This one here, more of a standard looking transporter. It's standard height. I'm seeing not much that's been modified about it, but actually it's sweet, it's classy. Who doesn't love a VW camper? But for me, perhaps the most standout one is this. It's not a camper, it's a single cab pickup truck. It's all black, proper Darth Vader spec. All the chrome's been blacked out. Inside it's got very dark red leather in there. The blue window tint isn't to everyone's taste, but I quite like it. Every bit of chrome on it, even the mirrors and the wipers has been blacked out. Just a couple of little chrome bits in there to let it stand out. Some Porsche wheels that have been polished up and look lovely on it. It's slammed to the deck, and even the bed of the truck is immaculate. I dare say this doesn't actually carry anything, but it looks awesome. It's properly menacing, and I think it's a worthy winner. You join me under the awning of a 1958 Westfalia T1 Campervan. There were just a handful of these made in 1958, just one in right-hand drive. This is the only 58 Westfalia T1 camper left, and it was fully restored ahead of its appearance here at VolksWorld Show, and it's been beautifully done. Every nut and bolt has been shined up and repainted and replaced where necessary to create a fantastic condition classic camper van, and there have been lots of lovely little period touches all over the place. Bits like the chairs and tables, they might not be original to this van, but they're period correct. The wicker hamper there, the tiny little gas cooker here that would probably take 10 minutes to warm your tea up. In there, the carpets are all pretty much as they should be. The seats, lovely period trim in there, and the frame that this awning is on, I believe to be original as well. Loads of lovely period touches on this. That means while this won't get you on holiday very quickly, I certainly wouldn't go abroad in it, it will get you there for a great time. I absolutely love this. If you picture Volkswagen campervans, you picture this. This is what a lot of your bedroom walls probably looked like as a kid. Welcome to the new classic Porsche section at VolksWorld for 2024, where they've got all kinds of classic air-cooled Porsches from pretty much all eras right up to the 993 generation, where of course it went water-cooled, but that's heresy, we won't talk about that. Starting with the 356s, the car that indirectly evolved from the Beetle and was the start of Top Gun, of course. A beautiful car in its own right, absolutely stunning. There's one of the very last barn-find 356s ever to my right. That looks incredible. That's a speedster. And from there, they go on. There's this beautiful coupe here. There's a right-hand drive one there. There's another speedster there that's been fantastically restored. The 356s are incredible. There's an outlaw one over there that I am really going crazy for. And then all the way in the background, you can probably see our 911s of all eras, all the air-cooled classics. There's 2.7s. There's the earlier 912s. There's even some later 964s there with all the wide bodies and the whale tails. There's a 930 turbo. Every iconic air-cooled Porsche is here, including a lovely bright green 914 there with this original Volkswagen badging on it. Go and look up the story of the 914 if you're not aware. It's fascinating. This is the classic Porsche section here at VolksWorld, and it's what dreams are made of. A lot of the cars at this show are self-explanatory. It's a Beetle or a Golf or a campervan. But this one, I don't know, is the honest answer. Myself and Lucas on the camera have spent a few minutes wandering around this, trying to work out if this is a 911, and if so, what sort of 911. The sunken in headlights are a bit of a red herring, I think. It's got an Instagram handle on the side of Rat911, so possibly it is an actual Porsche that's just been kind of let go a bit tatty. In the engine bay, there's been loads of work done. It's got an actual Porsche flat six in it with a brand new turbo. It goes like proverbial off a shovel, I'd imagine. And we're not quite sure what it is. Is it a Beetle with a kit on it? Is it an old 911 made to look newer? Is it meant to be a 959 rep? I don't know. If you do, let us know in the comments, because I bet whatever it is, it's a heap of fun. So that was VolksWorld Show 2024. From the sublime to the ridiculous, the pristine to the patinaed, the restored to the rusty, there is no doubt in my mind that this earns its title of Britain's biggest and best Volkswagen show. There was something for everyone here, and if you're into your dubs in any capacity, whether it's a Beetle, a Porsche or a Golf GTI, I'm sure you enjoyed this show. So let us know in the comments what your favourite car of VolksWorld 24 is, and we'll be sure to see you at next year's show. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.
This video is proudly sponsored by Lancaster Insurance. Give them a call on 01480 400 889 for an insurance quote on your classic car. And don't forget to click the link below to enter their latest competition.